My name is Walt, and I'm the solo developer of Cosmoteer, and my studio is called Walternate Realities.
So we were chatting a little bit before this. How long have you been working on this project?
So I've been working on it for, well, the original prototype I made probably about 8 years ago now, actually, and it started as a side project. I just kind of like kept working on it over time, little bit by little bit. And then eventually I decided to leave my job and start working on Cosmoteer full time, and that was a few years ago now.
So the basic premise of the game is you have a ship, and you're basically building up that ship, is that right? And tell us more about it.
Yeah, that's right. So I like to think about it as it's kind of like SimCity on a starship. It's kind of like a build your own Starship Enterprise kind of game. So like SimCity, you can kind of like build whatever you want on a grid. You're not restricted to any particular shape or boundaries or anything like that, right? So you get to decide where your weapons go, how you lay out your hallways, where you put your crew quarters and engines, right? And then inside the ship, you have actually a whole bunch of crew running around inside doing various different things, like manning weapons controls, carrying ammo and power batteries to the different weapons and other systems that need those. And then you're flying around a galaxy, fighting other ships, blowing ships up. There's both single player and multiplayer, so like I could build a ship, you could build a ship, and then we could fight each other to see who built the best ship.
How big of the battles can you go up to?
You can get pretty big, so you can have you can have ships that have like literally hundreds of crew on them, and then each player can control multiple ships, right? So each player could have a small fleet of large starships battling each other in big epic battles.
Now, are there missions or are there any kind of like single player modes to complete, like trade missions, or is it all just about building up and battling?
So right now the single player is pretty simple. There's essentially just a bunch of enemy ships out there that all have like bounties on them, and if you go destroy them you get some money, and you can use that money to upgrade your own ship. What I'm working on right now actually is kind of a bigger, better single player mode where there's a galaxy you can explore, fly around in, alien factions that you can go on missions for. But that's all upcoming still.
And speaking of upcoming, is this out now? Can people play it now, or where can people find it?
Yeah, so this game is actually free to download right now off my website or off Steam. The website is cosmoteer.net. Cosmoteer is how you spell Cosmoteer.net, or just search for Cosmoteer on Steam, and there will be like a download demo button. It's called a demo on Steam, but it's really just the full game as it exists right now, so it's not limited in any way. So it's free to play right now, just building up a community around the game, getting feedback for it, and then hopefully launching in early access for real money, hopefully early next year.
So right now, this is the time where people can get in, check it out, and actually provide feedback, right?
Yeah, so yeah, no, it's been great. You can do that. A pretty sizable community has already grown up around the game. Tons of players, like in multiplayer, building ships, sharing ships with each other. Pretty big modding scene too, so like if you're into making mods or playing with mods, there's a bunch of that going on too.
Awesome. Well, hey, it looks like the game just freed up. Let's play.
Yeah, thank you very much.